Hey guys, System here, and this is All the Mods Tend to the Sky. I myself am having a wonderful day. Hope you guys all are as well. Let's go ahead and jump forward, get back into the space pack. In between episodes, well, I went ahead and upgraded our assembler matrix up to a 7x7x7, and it's looking pretty good here. It's pretty big, right? So before we had the 5x5, we have a lot more of the pattern cores now. So I added 25 more of those, and everything else in the space I filled out with the assembler matrix craft cores. So we have those. I just, we had the original 3x3 kind of at this level here, and then I just kind of extended the wall out, I think, too. Then started adjusting the frame and stuff as well, right? So it went a little higher and stuff, but just kind of utilized the space that it was in, and you kind of look down here. Kind of moved all my recipes around, but that's fine. Doesn't really matter too much, but we have a whole bunch of vacant spaces in there now. They're all spread out, but it works either way, and we got all our patterns. And everything's good in life, right? So I like that. I still need to upgrade this. I haven't done that yet. I could do it at any time. I just haven't got to it. Actually, that one will be easier to upgrade as well. Not that it's out of boredom. Outside of that, I went ahead and upgraded all of our furnaces. So they are all on all the modium, which is pretty cool. And I think that was all the big stuff I did. So yeah, that's pretty much it there. I did set up a bunch of recipes too. So actually, I'll show you. Pulsating, right? These, I can autocraft those now. So if I go here, it's all just the compressing upgrade. But if I was to do this right now, it's going to use 59k obsidian, 500k iron, 500k gold, and then I already did the wood ones, the redstone, and some others, just making sure I had the recipe set up. But if I go ahead and tell that to go now, this is going to start crafting it. It's going to take a little bit of time, mind you, but once it's done, it's done. I guess the main point is going to be this here, the iron. But in a couple minutes, that's going to pop up that it's done. That'll be our first part of the ATM star. That's actually fully automated. So I went ahead and threw in the, I guess, grabbed the ultimate crafting table, easy to make. But I'll be starting to put the components that we can get into here. So we already have the unobtainium, all the modium, the vibranium. And we'll end up popping that there when it's done, the pulsating. Then we'll kind of sort out the other stuff we need as we go, right? So I'm just kind of setting up the table. This is a table that's crafted on, right? So I guess that's the thing. Well, it's nighttime. I want to go ahead and set up two machines here. These are the celestial manipulators from Draconic Evolution. Makes it so we can control the weather and control the time of day as well. So I'll be able to keep it permanently daytime, as well as make it so whenever it rains, it makes the rain go away as well. So that's good. So we just need to get some power on them. They hold 8 billion FE each. I have this here that I forgot to grab this here, a rain sensor. So we need one of those as well. So this one will just turn on. It'll send a redstone signal when it gets rained on, right? And we want to set that. You go into the redstone setting over here. And just make sure it's set to clear skies, at which point it will actually work, right? We can actually make it rain right now, too, so I can tell it to create raid. I think it'll start raining here in a couple seconds. It makes a sound, does a thing, then it'll start raining. Yeah, so if you ever need rain, it'll do this, too. I could hear it. I don't see it. There you go. It's raining down. Yeah, you can just make it rain whatever you want. And it should turn off now as well, because we have it set to the other setting. It should automatically turn off, so I made it rain, then made it go away using this machine here, which is awesome. And we do the same thing with the, I guess, nighttime as well, right? So we just go in here, go to the settings, go to sunrise. You can make it nighttime too if you want, but I want to go to sunrise. And just go ahead and shift right click that, turn it into a nighttime sensor, and that should start happening. You should start seeing the clouds kind of move here. It's pretty cool. It makes a lot of big, loud, rumbly sounds, but changes the time of day all willy-nilly. And if you want to just change it, because you feel like it too, I could go, hey, I want it to go 24 hours. I'll just start doing that, right? So cool. I love this. It's been around forever, but it's just so good. Look at that. I love it. It fits tech, right? Making the clouds move and stuff, you're rotating time, or making the planet rotate. I don't know what we're doing. We're doing something wonderful, though, and I love it. So I think I have everything we need to go ahead and automate Draconic, right? So let's go ahead and grab ourselves some ultimate cables. And I actually need a point as well, so I lied to you. We actually need this right here. Go ahead and grab a point. Looks good. Go ahead and get this up in the ceiling here, like this. Go ahead and set the power to be on. Just get some cable down, right? So this is going to power the injectors, because that's going to be something we need to power here. We're going to have 12 injectors. Actually, 9 initially. I'm going to set up 9. But when I upgrade them, I'm going to upgrade to 12, because at the end of the pack, you're going to need to make an item called the chaotic core. It's part of the star, actually. So these here. And they actually take 12 injectors. So I'm just going to upgrade all the injectors we need for the end of the pack now. Even though a lot of the lower crafts don't require so many, right? So that's going to be a thing. one thing I want to do right away too is shift right click onto each one of these and set them to single mode. So they have stack mode where they could hold a stack of items, or you could set them to only be a single item. So I want that there, but that should handle all our power needs. And down here, I already ran a cable there, so we should be good. I'm going to have a redstone clock. So clock will sit here. Then we'll have ourselves the, did I not actually make the injector? No, not the injector, the crafting core. Go ahead and grab this here. Crafting core is going to sit there. This is going to be where the item that's going to get crafted, right? So the injectors are going to inject it with a bunch of items. Then it's going to output down here, right? So that's going to be how that kind of works here. Has to be, these here, the injectors have to be 3 blocks away, I believe. So we have the 1, 2, and 3. So this one here. Then you have a 3x3 around that block that is 3 away, right? And you'll be able to interact with all of them. I can do the same thing over here. So if I went 2 more blocks that way, I guess no, it'd be 1 more block, right? Yeah, 1 more block that way. I can put down 3 injectors, and then it would be able to see those ones as well. And I may do that later on when we're going to set up the 12, right, at the end of the pack. So that is the first part of that. So what we need to do is automate a recipe here. And what we'll do is throw down a provider first. Then I guess we'll have this gun and this gun. We need some kind of barrel here too, some kind of inventory. Doesn't really matter. We'll just go with one of these. No. What do you mean I don't have slabs? Do I not have the ability? I have not made a slab pattern. Come on now. Let's make a slab pattern. So these first recipes we're going to set up are kind of temporary, right, for the injectors. We'll only have to do them once, then we won't need them anymore. But we're just going to set them up. When we're finally done, there will really only be 2 items we want to automate in this anyway. It'll be the cores, right? So as I said before, the Draconic core and the Chaotic core will be the only ones you actually need to automate. So anyway, for right now, these are temporary, but I'm just going to show you how this is going to be done because we can't actually do those ones yet. But anyway, let's go to the pattern provider here. I'm going to set the lock setting down here. There's like a lock setting, right? We want to turn it to until primary crafting result is returned. So only do 1 recipe at a time until the item that's being crafted is actually returned into the pattern provider. It will lock this, right? So you see here it says it's unlocked. When it starts a pattern, it'll lock. It'll put the items into the barrel here. Until the item is returned, it will not unlock and send the next recipe, right? We'll have that over there as well. We'll just drop that. I'll just go ahead and throw the speed upgrades in both those. That and that. So the way we're going to do this is, like I said, we're going to have advanced hopper upgrade. Up there it's doing a push. On the bottom, we want that one turned off or it's going to mess up everything. So let's actually make sure that's off there. It's basically just going to move the recipe up here where this thing's going to distribute it to the fusion core and the injectors where it needs to go. This one here will have 3 distribution modules, I guess. Let's go ahead and grab them. The first one here will be on a whitelist, and that's just going to be an ejector. Basically, that's just going to take the injector and tell the little system here where to put it, right? This one, go ahead and pop that one off. And this one here will be the same thing, I guess, but a blacklist, right? So that and that there. That should handle that as well. And did I actually link that up? I didn't notice if I actually linked that up. I didn't know. So this one here has to be linked to the crafting core. These ones here are going to be linked up. They can only connect to 8 things. So I'm going to kind of split it between 2. So that one will be linked to 4. This one will be, 5. This one will be linked to 4. And that should be everything, right? So that's whitelist, blacklist, blacklist. That should be everything. And then I guess the last thing we need to do is set up this one back here. And this one's going to be what pulls the item out of the crafting core and puts it to the provider, right? So we have a distribution and a puller. And these ones don't need to be filtered. So let's do that. That'll be our puller. Then the distribution, I guess, will be, not there. It'd be right here. The actual pattern provider. So it could actually unlock the recipe. Here we go. I think that's everything. I think so anyway. So everything's ready. We got power. We got the filter set up. And I think that's good. And this redstone clock here just starts craft. So once it gets the items, it won't start to craft until it gets a redstone signal. So that's just going to continuously send that. And it should be good. So we go ahead and grab the actual core here, right? What are we crafting here? Not core. We're doing the injectors right now. Let's go ahead and grab the injectors. I did not put the recipe in yet. So this one right here. There you go. Go ahead and grab a injector. See if I grab 12 of them, because that's actually how many I want, right? Should have everything. And that should start sending everything. And this should start crafting. There you go. It's going to start charging. It's to do its thing. You can't speed up the first part of it too, like the charging part. You have to wait for this, but the second part, you can use the time of the bottle or the time wand on. Yeah, just the way it works here. So yeah, this part you cannot speed up. This part you can. Like if I want to speed this up, I could. Makes really cool particles too. That's pretty cool. There you go. It should be done, actually. Should be starting the second one. And it should craft all 12, at which point we really don't need that recipe anymore. We're going to go ahead and work on the next tier after we have our awakened draconium. We only need one awakened draconium, then we can actually make the seed. At which point we get these all up to the next tier here. I love the animation for this too. It's just amazing. Like, look at that. It just looks so good. It kind of builds up over time. It gets more staticky. Does all the stuff with things. Starts swirling around. Look at that, man. It's like a little light show. I love this thing. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it do its thing. Look at your little injector being injected. I love this stuff. And just so you can see here too, when it's crafting, the crafter is locked. But once that item gets dropped off, it's going to unlock it for a split second, send the next recipe, and that's going to be how we do this, right? Otherwise, that chest up there is going to get flooded with items, and they're going to get all distributed wrong, right? So that's the whole purpose of having this set up here. So you can just handle the one recipe at a time and not have to worry about any of the other items kind of stacking or anything like that, right? Or messing up the other actual injectors. Like I said, we'll end up having 12 in the end, but this handles this perfectly, so that's cool. There you go, got all 12 just like that. Go ahead and grab our Wyvern Fusion Crafting Cores. Go ahead and, I guess, get these out of here too, hopefully, without breaking everything in the world. See how that goes. There you go. And then we just go ahead and replace them up here with new ones, just like that. That, and then we have the other ones that we'll need later on. We'll set up those ones right now, really no purpose. Drop them off. And the first thing we want to do is go ahead and make ourselves some awakened draconium. We should only ever have to make one of these, I think. You do need a heart from the dragon. You need 6 draconium cores and then 4 draconium blocks. Pretty cheap recipe, actually. So let's go ahead and try it out here. Let's do this. Oops. Wait, it's not on. Oh, I have to switch these. Every time you swap them out, you need to remember to put them into single item mode. Otherwise, it's going to mess up the recipes. Anyway, let's go ahead and do that. Then I should be able to just right click these on. If I did it properly, it would be much better. There you go. Then I guess we need the heart. And then go to here. And what am I missing for the recipe here for the wicked draconium? I thought it was 6 of those. I guess I just need to see that. Okay, it says ready to craft. It's going to start crafting it. Now it'll be our first wicked draconium that we'll be able to turn into a seed pretty easily. So yeah, we'll just go ahead to have to do that. And then I think we need the crux as well. So I guess we need one more dragon. Huh, I'm going to have to go kill one more dragon. I need one more heart. That's not that big a deal. I didn't see that actually, but we need the crux to be able to grow that with our hydroponics, right? Which is my goal. Wait, that's good there. Should have our wicked draconium. We got 4. That's good. I just didn't see the heart on there. Yeah, we need to kill one more. I guess I can finish off my data model as well. So I'll go ahead and do that real quick. So I've gone ahead and set up the 3 seeds we're going to use here. And I'm just going ahead and making us some of the tier 7 upgrades. We're going to put in the wall up here. So I have that. So that's cool. And I have the crux. So here we also have one for the dragon eggs crux. And we have the nether star crux. And this third one here will just go in the center, right? So it'd be like that. May cover it up with some of that pretty glass as well. So I guess that'll be a thing. And everything is pretty much ready to be automated, I think. So let's go ahead and grab our hydroponics. Go ahead and see if they're done here. Wait, oh, I already grabbed them. I don't know why I made 4, but anyway. Go ahead and put them down here. The way we're going to automate these ones are straight with AE2. So we'll probably do export buses. We do have to do a little trick here to get the power to them, but that's not that big a deal. It's going to be 3 channels there. I have to say, I really like this stuff that's liching. Like, it's cool. It lights up things. It's wonderful. But with twerk, it just spreads like for like all over the place constantly. It drives me kind of crazy. Anyway, let's go ahead and do that. Go ahead and pop that there. And then, do I have that pinned? No, I don't. So there's a little check to make the exporters be able to send power into machines here. You basically have to get this here, the FE, so click out of the box, then hit A. And it should be pinned over here. Wrap generic stack. That's actually FE. We should be able to send it out via the exporter. Oh, we'll need some inductions as well. Do I have any in here right now? I do. Cool. Oh yeah, you don't need induction when you do it this way. That's right. That's why it's kind of a hack to do it, right? Let's do that. This right here. And do that. And they should all get power, right? So that's a pretty cool way of getting the power in there, actually. And then on top of that, we'd want the, I guess, water. Let's go, not water bottle, water coolant. Why is it so hard to just find water, man? It drives me nuts half the time I'm looking for water in mod packs. There's so many things that look like water that I don't know what's what. Anyway, we'll get water in there. And water there. Then we just need the ether gas. Ether gas. Get that one in there as well. And then we are pretty much set up to have these automated. We'll just need some imports, right? That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. Everything's in there, right? And I guess that's pretty much it, right? So I can just go ahead and grab the seeds now. I forget which one's which. I know this one's in the middle. I think the dragon was here. Go ahead and try that. Oh, I don't think this one was the right one. Go ahead and grab that. Must have been over here. Wait, what? Drag crux. Dragon seed. Let's try that again. So that. Oh, I haven't put the speed upgrades in. Yeah. Let's go ahead and grab our add-ons. So we got the speeds, we got the processing, and the efficiency. Why am I short on efficiency, man? I want one more. Go ahead and get that crafted up. But I'll go ahead and do that there. Do this one here, and then do this one. That one just needs efficiency. I guess the last thing we need to do is some importers. And we'll just do some import buses and call it a day pretty much. So yeah, that's how easy we're going to automate these ones. There you go. You can hear every time I hit shift, we're getting more liching. But that should be good. And then we just need a whole bunch of accelerations. There you go. And we can just shift or right click these in here, right? There you go. And do the same thing over here. And the last thing I probably want to do is filter them as well. Because we're getting all these materials now. So I'll grab some of that. This here. And that. And we need that fertilizer too, isn't it? Is it called fertilizer, the pink stuff? This stuff here. There you go. We need to filter that. I'm just going to do it. I've been doing it via this little barrel here. What I do is just switch it over from, I have it on bi-directional right now. I temporarily turn it to extract only. Then I go inside the barrel. Then I kind of set it how I want it. So I'll just tell it to forget these slots. So I just right click to make them forget them. I think we're going to have 4, right? Then I can just have things that I want to store in bulk in here, right? So that's kind of the idea. We'll go ahead and put you here, you here. I'm missing one thing. I need the nether star. And that should be all filtered up there. We'll just tell it to select all slots and then go ahead and set it back to in and out, right? So bi-directional. And that should make it so all that essence as it comes into the system, will just get stored into this barrel. And this thing has a stack upgrade, the Omega, of course. It'll never get filled up. So that'll be our automation for that. And with that, we have infinite awakened draconium. I didn't really look at the recipe too. The essence, so the awakened. How much do I actually? Oh, we already got 1,000 in there too. What is the actual recipe? This here, and it makes nuggets. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna need this recipe set up too. So I'll just go ahead and set up recipe for all these. I just realized we have the ability to make the tier 8 upgrade, so I just went ahead and auto craft some. I didn't have to add a couple more recipes here. There was like soulstone, which was the it's from the solium dust. You smelt it, then you smelt it again, then you smelt it a third time. So yeah, it's a little weird recipe. We get that from our sifting setup anyway, so that's easy. And then yeah, we could actually craft these now with just a blank skull and a dragon egg essence. So really, really easy. With that though, we could get these machines, all of them that we have around the base, up to the max speed, right? Oh, I need to go into here, I suppose, and hunt these down. There you go. Try them out, and we can say we're on max speed now, which is actually pretty cool. Yep, that one's max speed. I'll probably do this for our other farm as well, because why not? We don't necessarily need the extra resources, but I'll take them. It looks cool. Super fast, and it's super rad. That's actually flying. And look at the lichen infestation. It's just, it's so bad. You know what? I have to make you go away. I like you, but at the same time, I can't work around you at all because I hit shift all the time. But anyway, that's going to be our setup here. I do need to clean it up a little bit, add some glass, but after that, we'll be done here. Let me go ahead and do a big batch of the upgrades too, so I get these all done as well. I should pull out all the upgrades first though, and use them to craft them up. Then I just have to do the last level, I guess. So I think we're ready to go ahead and make our next level injector. So I have the pattern in there. I took out the other one because we don't need it anymore. And these ones here are the actual distributor modules. I swapped over the filter to be the Wyvern Fusion on all 3, just so it can actually handle it, no problem. There you go. Because if I put them both in there, it's going to mess things up, right? So this way I don't have to worry about that. And that's good, right? So I think right now, so this recipe requires 7 injectors to be able to be done. So I'm going to put 5 of them into the system, right? Then I'm going to go ahead and grab the recipe. Where is it there? The injector. And tell it to make 5, because we have 5 in the system currently. There you go. And when it's done these 5, I'll pull out more of these and put them back in the system until we have all 12 that we actually need. So that should work out. It looks like it's doing the thing. Everything's good in the world, right? The only problem is when I replace them, I need to remember to always change the stack setting, right? Because otherwise I'm going to derp things up very quickly. But we'll very quickly get up to the next tier of ejectors here. Should only take a couple seconds, or I should say a couple minutes, I guess. But it'll be done, and that'll be good. Yeah, we just go ahead and grab this now, right? Go. Then I should be able to go ahead and pop that up here. Look at that. We got our first one. I kind of forgot I should explain this too. So I have a second router over here. The reason I have this here is because when we're finally done the setup, right? I have my injectors kind of all leveled up, and I set them up for the recipes. I have one set to the Draconic core recipe, and one set to this recipe. The only reason I do that is they have some conflicting issues. Like this core has to be used in the other recipe, and then the filters would be all messed up and bad things would happen, right? So it's a way to get around that with just using one recipe for each. The only other recipe we're going to want to automate out of those two is this one here, the Draconic reactor core. That's the big reactor that can actually explode and destroy your world. It's a big boom if you don't do it right. But this thing here won't conflict. It won't matter which one it goes into. So we'll only need the two kind of setups to be able to facilitate that. I need to go ahead and break the rest of these and get the rest of these up here. Apparently, too, if they have power in them, you have to change the recipe as well. So I had to go ahead and do that for these remaining ones. So I went ahead and did that. It says content saved on some of them. Yeah, these ones here, they actually have power and wouldn't craft. So I guess that's the thing. But I should do that now. If we go here and go to the injectors. And I think we got enough to do 5, right? Yeah, let's go ahead and grab 5 and see if it actually works. Yeah, that'll work there. Yeah, I just had to tweak the recipe. That's a little weird. I couldn't find a way to void out the content save data. I have no idea. But anyway, I had to tweak it. I'll be able to do the last 7 now, so we're good. We now have a full set of the Draconic Fusion crafting injectors, which is what we want here. Went ahead and switched over the filters here too to be nether stars, right? Didn't even matter that that other one's in there anywhere. We won't be doing the injectors anymore with the auto crafting. But now we should be good to auto craft our first actual Draconic cores, which are kind of important, right? They're our main crafting ingredient with the higher tier stuff in this mod, right? If I try to make 20 now, I should be able to do that. It looks like I have everything. Let's go ahead and start off, see how it goes here. Looks like it's doing the stuff and things. You should auto craft that, and then it should start a new one. And we shouldn't have any issues at all whatsoever. Look at that. They actually are made quite a bit faster than the actual injectors too. Nice. And then the next one. There we go. We got full automation of the cores. And like I said, I'll get this one hooked up as well. This one will be for the chaotic cores. We're way off that anyway. We still need to fight the dragon. I still need to make my armor. All that stuff and all the, you know, stuff and things we've got to do before we get to that. But we'll have that ability once we get to that point. So that's pretty cool there. That's awesome. Fully automated. Everything's good to go. And we've got some pretty new seeds here going as well. And now that we've done that, let's go ahead and craft ourselves up the bow and the chest plate. I want to have the bow to fight the dragon at some point. And we need to start leveling that thing up. Need to go ahead and get the recipe down. I think I got everything. It's out there. It is too. Apparently, I can't see that. But anyway, there's the relays. Then we need one of these, a core. And one of these, a Wyvern energy controller. And that should be everything. It's going to start making us the Wyvern bow, and we're going to immediately upgrade that to the next level. To get these to work well, there's tons of upgrades you have to make, right? You go to Draconic here. There's different tiers, right? And you want to level them up from one tier to the next tier. I'll have to kind of figure that out in between episodes, exactly what I want there. We should have a bow there now, though. Go ahead and grab that. We've got the Wyvern. Go ahead and pump that puppy right back in and set up the next recipe, right? So yeah, pretty easy to do this crafting at this point. A lot of it's going to be one-offs like this, right? So no point setting recipes for these things. What do I have wrong, though? What did I do wrong? Pop that right there, and that should work. There we go. Actually get that crafted up. Hopefully I didn't grab anything from the other pile for my chest plate. The chest plate, you can actually wear that as curio. And this thing's going to be what gives us a shield so we don't get one-shot by the Chaos Dragon nonstop. Because otherwise, yeah, he can kill you very, very easy. But there we go. We should have our Draconic bow. That'll be our weapon that we use on him. Go ahead and drop that one off. Get ourselves the next set of recipes. These ones apparently don't render with the shaders. That's open and that's open. There you go. This one will be our Wyvern chestplate. And you can go ahead and when you have these two, you shift, what is it? Shift and C. Shift and C. Opens up this menu here. And this is going to be how you put the upgrades in. It's kind of like Tetris, but it's all square blocks, right? So just kind of fit in the upgrades that you're going to make over time into there. That'll be kind of how that works out. So yeah, there you go. We've got our cool chest plate here. We're going to drop that one off and then get the second tier of that. There's different setups you go with. You go with like really big damage or very fast, like almost machine gun. Yeah, you're going to definitely have to figure out what is good. Anyway, here, there you go. There was a bug too. Like there's an upgrade you can put in this chest plate. You go to Draconic here. There's one that makes it so it's like Undying, I think. Undying, Chaotic. Yeah, it was this one here, and it had no cooldown. They've since fixed it, but you were unkillable. Yeah, you can put two of these in. I think it makes it so you can't die 2 times, but I don't know what the time frame is for that. But it was instant. You could die over and over and over. You just kept coming back. They fixed that, so you won't be able to use that giant bug anymore. But I'll definitely be making some of these ones here. They're actually very good. So makes it so if you die, you just come back, and it's a good one. Good one to have for sure for the boss. So I'm actually kind of curious about something here. I know you can roll these with Apotheosis, right? I want to get 4 sockets on this. I just want to see how hard it would be. So 1 socket, 2 sockets. So I don't want to do that. If I do this, does that reset it? Like, is it like a vanilla crafting table? Can I do this, then do that, and get different ones? I can. So there you go. I'd probably take this one right away. I'm looking for ones with 4 sockets. That'll be the way I do this, right? So that'll be a 4 socket there. Then I'll be able to run it through this table over here, which is the augmenting table. We use the sigils of enhancement with this one. And I can kind of tweak the stats on it as well. You can go through, you can re-roll, or you can upgrade the effects and get it up to the maximum. See here, it's 23%. You get up to 35 with enough rolls. Or you can try to re-roll it too. I think it tells you. Yeah, it tells you the things that you could get when you re-roll it as well. So it's a way of just tweaking out. The main thing is the sockets. It's really hard to get them on there after it's made, right? So yeah, you don't really want to do that. But I'd do the same thing with this chest plate as well. 1, 1, 3. Definitely not. And then I'd have to make some chest plates. I made way too many bows. I didn't think it was going to happen that quick. The 4 sockets I think are actually pretty rare. But yeah, just a way to kind of tweak out your gear even further. And I'm going to probably do a lot of this, like I said, in between episodes. Same as the upgrades. And maybe some enchanting as well. Because, yeah, I think it would be good. I just need to wipe that, right? And then pop that in here. 4 socket. Oh, we got lucky again. 4 socket right there. There you go. Now I have a whole bunch of leather tunics I don't need. But I got 2 4 socket pieces of gear that I could spend time on and tweak out. So I went ahead and rolled my armor a little bit. I think I already have how I want it. So if we go and take a look here. I already upgraded them for the most part. I just want to get these ones upgraded. This one has 33% armor. I go ahead and get that up to 40 just by doing that. Every time I do that, it takes a lot of experience too. But I've only used a few hundred levels so far. It takes 225 for the upgrade, 175 for a reroll. So yeah, this one has health. I thought that would be a good one. So let's go ahead and get that up to the max. Gravitational. I just rolled this one. I want to get the armor. But you can get creative flight out of it, which is really cool. You get luck, knockback resistance, stuff like that. Stuff I don't care about. I really just want the armor. Don't be cheap. Give me my armor. This one really doesn't want to give me armor. There you go. Got armor. Then we have the steel touched. Armor toughness is always good. Deflective. This one doesn't really matter because I'm pretty sure the Chaos Dragon deals chaos damage. At least he did in the old version. So I'm going to assume he still does. But, I mean, that's good for regular mobs. The only other thing we really get was instant health, which I don't care about. And bursting vitality is okay. But again, it doesn't really matter that much because he has, without the shield, he can pretty much one-shot you anyway. So I'm not too concerned about that. Yeah, let's go to get that up to there. What is that there? Magic damage. If he's doing magic damage, that's great. If not, again, just a dead one. We can only re-roll it to physical anyway. And bolstering. So yeah, I have resistance 2 on there as well. So that's going to be the body. And the bow, pretty much the same. I got it pretty much, oh yeah, I got fully upgraded on this one. So crit chance, 55%. Piercing, 12% armor. Elven, 40% damage. Seemed good. Streamlined, 35% arrow velocity. I know velocity is really OP on the vanilla dragon. If you know what you're doing, there's a way to kind of like one-shot the dragon with a bow. Using velocity mechanics. So I always grab velocity whenever I can. I don't know if it matters or not. I know the arrow shoots straighter. What is this one here? This one is giving me Ew, I don't want a chance to shoot a single arrow. Is that really useful? Maybe that is better. Yeah, I'm gonna roll that one. I want this one. That actually sounds kind of crazy. 70% chance to shoot a second arrow, especially with the velocity. We'll see if it actually works with this bow when we go and do it. We got Wither 4 in this thing. And then, yeah, that was pretty much it, right? Oh, we got Sundering. I'm not even sure what Sundering does, but it sounds like it reduces armor, I would assume. But, again, not really sure. So, yeah, that's going to be the start of our kind of gear kind of journey. And, like I said, in between episodes, I'll kind of figure out gems. And then I'll probably figure out enchantments. But I don't know what enchantments are going to really matter that much. I think most of it's going to be the upgrades that I actually make for this. But I think I'm going to go ahead and actually wrap this one up here. So as always, guys, like this video, please go ahead and hit that like button. If you really liked it, hit that subscribe button. It is always appreciated. Well, you guys all have a good one. I'll see you guys in the next video. Later.